So this is a video for risk management analysis for our box fan CPU reduction project. The objective was to focus on reducing our cost per unit through our process improvements. And we took a structured risk management approach and ensured quality, safety, and delivery, and the morale they're maintained during the reduction efforts. Emphasis on operational execution and workforce engagement was used to achieve process stability and project success. And then risk management also framed, it was framed as an enabler for sustainable improvement and informed leadership decisions. Our plant's located in Franklin, Tennessee, where we develop right at 6 million box fans a year. We make a box fan every 4.5 seconds. Things that were included in our scope were labor optimization, workflow adjustments. We looked at some of our tooling. We did take a look at some selective automation, and we also looked at some of our supplier variability, along with data accuracy. We wanted to make sure the integrity of the data we were dealing with was good. Scope exclusions were distribution mainly, and then contracts for our suppliers. We didn't want to get into that. Benefits of scoping is obviously you prevent scope creep, which happens quite a bit when you get a team together, usually not intentionally, but it tends to grow on you, which causes inefficiencies in project management. We used a risk register, and we categorized across our financials, operational, the human aspect of it, our schedules, organizational structure, our quality, technical side of things, the facility, and obviously our safety dimensions. The cost reduction changes often cause cascading risk, impacting multiple performance areas like labor and equipment and workflow. So we wanted to make sure we definitely looked at those. The risk register also captures realistic conditions such as equipment downtime, which is a big one for us. We battle that quite a bit. It's an older facility. And then training gaps happen as well, and then the supplier variability, as we mentioned, during implementation. And then we wanted this risk register to become a living document for us. So as things happen, as things improve or get worse, we wanted to be able to update this this risk register as often as needed to continue down this path of success. Qualitative risk matrix, it was a dual factor matrix, and it assesses the likelihood from rare to almost certain, and impact from minimal to severe. And then we did some critical risk identification as well. The key risk that came up were our downtime, machine downtime, insufficient training, and resistance to change, and then our component variability, as mentioned a minute ago, along with our quality degradation. We had an elevated focus on people in quality related risk due to their wide impact on the productivity and safety of our folks. To talk about the people side of it, we wanted to standardize our work documents and our training programs to reduce the human error. We don't like to point the finger at people. We like to focus on the gaps in the process. And so that's what we did. We focused on that, and we want to make sure the processes are so robust that people have a really good, high probability of success. We have enhanced inspections and supplier monitoring to ensure product quality. And that was supported by process validation and phase cycle time reductions. And then preventative maintenance was put in for our equipment where it wasn't, where we found the gaps. We also had some supplier validation with some incoming inspections for supplier parts. And then we do some offline testing, and then contingency plans to sustain the production and reduce the equipment failures. The oversight, the risk monitoring oversight for quality assurance. Risk management is integrated into the governance with continuous cross-functional oversight and regular reviews. So we use auditing processes, and they're cross-functional. So someone that is the owner of a process or a department can't audit their own process. That keeps everything unbiased and keeps everything productive and efficient. The key metrics like our downtime and our defect rates, along with our safety incidents, they support ongoing risk assessment and visibility, which goes back to that living document we talked about. Quality assurance, we do our pilot runs, capability studies, and then early variation detection through our project implementation. And then it helps us create a culture of prevention, looking at the cost savings without compromising the process stability or the customer satisfaction. Some of the key takeaways for this project was the most significant risk and cost reduction are organizational and process driven rather than technical. So we've been able to identify the gaps that were needed, and honestly, like it's talked about here, it's not really a ton of technical issues. It's more process. Risk prioritization, evaluating our risk probability and impact allows focused leadership on the critical risks, threatening project issues. So you can be more proactive when you have a collaborative team moving forward, and this risk mitigation helps you detect, dictate what the severity is going to be, and then how often it occurs. And then the extreme ownership portion of this, where if you're the process owner of something that's been identified, we've assigned clear risk ownership to help mitigate the daily problems that we face. So that extreme ownership is really important for us. It's not a negative thing. It's more of a pride. Take pride in your work and your organization, and we hold people accountable to that. And we also reward them when they do great work there. The structured risk management enables smarter and faster resilient change by anticipating unintended consequences. Anytime you have this type of data, your leadership team can make better, smarter decisions very quick. So overall, this was a great project. We identified a lot of things. I've learned a ton, and then I've also been able to refresh some of my skills from the past. So I've enjoyed it. Really glad to be a part of this class. I'm glad to have all the knowledge and the refresher like I just spoke about, and hope to continue to use it in my daily work. Thanks.